I am the Juicer. This is Juicer's Corner, week 3 in the NFL. Got to give a shout out to my Chicago White Sox. I got my memorabilia behind me. I got the World Series bat from 2005, some pictures and stuff. So this is another part of the studio we got going on. This is my White Sox section. They won the division champs today. So we're going to give it out to them. All right, we're going to get to the NFL football for you bettors and you people out there. The Juicer's here. He's going to win you money. I guarantee it. Okay, last week, Juicer, 13-3. 13-3 he went. Pretty good, guys. I am also 21-11 on the year. 21-11 on the year. That's 50%. 10 games over 500. I'm looking good. All right, we got Mr. Microphone. We're all set. We're going to get into the games. It's about, 6:44 on Thursday, so we're right before the Thursday night game. Hopefully my fans will get this before I get it out. Okay, Carolina, -8 at Houston. 43 is the over-under. At Houston. Carolina took down the Saints last week. But let me tell you, when the Juicer taped the show, he didn't know that we had seven coaches on New Orleans that was out and key defensive players. You got to remember, when I taped this, injury report's not out. So some of this information's not available to the Juicer, but there's nothing I can do. Okay, so Carolina at Houston. Houston is in disarray again. They played well with Tyron Taylor, but then when he got hurt last week, he went out, and they couldn't do anything else. So Carolina's been playing well. Arnold put up a good numbers last week, and Christian McCaffrey is just a beast. That's just the way it is. So we're going to go with Carolina. The line's -8. I don't know about the -8. We're going to take Carolina. Carolina win this game, and we're gonna call the under probably because I don't think Houston's going to score many points with their guy coming in. 8 points. That's going to be tough. But let's say Houston stays within the 8. We're going to say it anyways. But Carolina's going to win this game. All right, moving on. We got the Chicago Bears and Cleveland. At Cleveland, Chicago Bears. Came on. Bears got the win, just like the Juicer said last week. Close game, just like the Juicer said last week. I'm telling you, I know what it is. All right. Got some info. We got Justin Fields in this week. Fantastic. Finally. Nagy, you're listening to the Juicer. You know what's going on. He's telling you, call me up. I'll give you the place. Stop being an offensive coordinator and be a head coach. Will you please? Please. Will you? All right. We got Justin Fields coming on the field. Cleveland's -7. The over-under is 45.5. This is a tough game. Baker Mayfield's got a hurt shoulder. He hurt himself, popped his shoulder back into place last week, but he couldn't throw a pass more than 11 yards last week after he did that. So you got Odell Beckham coming back. And the other receiver, Landry, he's out. Beckham's back. He's got his funky hair, whatever's going on with that guy. He might be a little bit of a factor, but you know what? We're going for it. We're going to call the upset special. Ding, 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 ding. Upset special for the Juicer. Chicago Bears taking down Cleveland on the road. I got the defense on. They came up big last week. Interceptions, fumbles, everything you can see. We're taking the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears +7. It's the way to go. All right, here we go. Moving on. We're going to take the under in that game, I think. I think Justin Fields will score some points, but with Baker Mayfield hurt, we're going to take the under. 45.5. Take the under. All right, moving on. We got Baltimore -8 at Detroit. At Detroit. What did I tell you about this Detroit game? That's where people go to die. Jared Goff, you played great last week. 9 for 9, 10 for 10, 11 for 12, whatever it was. First half of football against Green Bay, you were phenomenal. But then you fell apart like you always do because you're Detroit. I don't even know what you're doing over there. Are you even building Fords anymore in that fucking goddamn city or what? But Jesus Christ, you guys fell apart last week. You had the Packers. You're winning at halftime. And then you fell apart. Couldn't even score a point. Not even one more point. You start giving up the ball. You're fumbling. You're doing whatever. You got to play 60 minutes of football before I can take you in any game. You understand that? Detroit, you want me to come up there and give you the place? Juicer, come up there. He'll take care of you. We got Baltimore -8 on the road at Detroit. We're going to take Baltimore. I believe Baltimore will cover the 8 points also. So, and the over-under is 50. I don't think Detroit scores that many points. I know they're coming home. They've scored some points. They've done pretty well. But I think this game stays under. Okay, moving on. We got the Atlanta Falcons at the New York Giants. What is going on with Matt Ryan? My God, you let Brady and company put 48 up on you? 48! Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on with that defense. I don't know what's going on with anybody in that team. And talk about the Giants. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, you had the game won at Washington, but I took Washington last week. Ring it up. Juicer called it. He knew it. It was a close game, just like he said. But you can't do it this week, Atlanta. I'm sorry. Matt Ryan, I'd love to take you. I like you. You're a good player. I just don't know what's going on with the team. And same thing with the Giants. Barkley, you give him the ball. You don't give him the ball. He does a little bit. He does not a little bit. I don't know what's going on with you guys, Joe Judd. But this game's a coin toss. So don't count the juicer on any of the shit. But we're going to take the Giants at home, -3, 47.5. This game just might go over because I don't think anybody's got defense in this division. So we're gonna take the Giants -3. It's probably a push, and the over at 47.5. Atlanta's gonna score something because they're 0-2. They're gonna do something. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta wins this game, but I'm not calling it upset special. I'm just gonna stick with the Giants at home, 3 points. That's it. What are you gonna do? All right, moving on. We got the New Orleans Saints and the New England. New England called them last week. Called. The juicer said. Going to take down Miami. And they hurt. Took out Tua. He's gone. History. Ribs. Done. Okay. All right. New Orleans. 7 coaches were out last week. Defensive players were out last week. And they took a shit on Carolina. That ain't going to happen this week. We're taking New Orleans Saints on the road. Winston. As long as you don't throw 30 INTs, I'm okay with you. It's 42. New England's got a good defense. They've been playing well, even though they played some chump teams. But we're going to take New Orleans, getting the 3 on the road. New Orleans Saints. Okay, over under 42. Such a close number to be on. But, they both got decent defense. We're going to take the under. 42 under. Wish-wash. It's going to be right there. So, over, under, however you feel, Drew's just going to take the under, just in case. Tease it up. Tease it up 48. You'll be good. 6-point teaser. 10-point teaser. 52. Then for sure take the lower. All right, moving on. We got Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. I don't know what happened in Pittsburgh, but I know what happened. TJ Watt went out in the second half, and he never came back in. He got all of his money, played the first half of football, and then that's it. Now he's out. He's not going to play this week. And you lost another player, I think. So you're kind of hurting. You're on the road, but it's Cincinnati. They played well, but he just has problems. Burrows, even he's a good quarterback. He's going to get it done. But you're not going to get it done at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's -3. This game is exactly where it should be. -3. It's probably a field goal game. It's a push if you bet it. If you don't, take the Steelers. All right, moving on. 43.5. Oh, I'd say Big Ben's got to get going. That defense without Watt and Hayward, too. Hayward was hurt. If he comes back, I don't know. See, I don't get the injury report, so I don't know. So we're going to take the Steelers in the over. We'll take the over in this game, 43.5. And we're going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers -3, or it's a field goal game. I'm a little parched. Juicer's got to take a little drink. Special sponsor, Gatorade for the Juicer's Corner. All right, moving on. Here we go. We're taking Indianapolis at Tennessee. Tennessee's -5, over on 48. What did I tell you about this Carson Wentz? This guy's a jerk-off. Now he's got 2 hurt ankles. 2! How the hell do you do that? You hurt one, you hurt the other one at the same time? This guy's horrible. He had 10 games. The Super Bowl year, it was a great quarterback. After that, he's done nothing. I'm sorry, Carson Wentz. I don't mean to bash you, but you suck. Okay? You suck, you suck, you suck. You went to a good team. You ruined it. Indy is not going to win this week either. Tennessee came on, and what'd they do? They ran the rock with the beast. I've been telling you, hand the ball to fucking Derrick Henry. The guy's a beast. He had 35 carries, 180-something yards, and 3 touchdowns. Hand the ball to him. They started throwing the ball to Julio Jones and that Brown. That team's going to be good. I told you, they messed up on the first week. Good. They're coming home. They're going to win it. Take it. Mark it down for the Drewster. Tennessee -5 at 48. I'll give Indy 17 points, and then Tennessee's probably going to put up 28. That puts you real close to that 48. Maybe we take the under. Okay, moving on. We got the Washington football team at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. What'd I tell you? Didn't I say, Juicer, last week? Watch the tape. Juicer said Buffalo's going to score 35 points. What happened? They scored 35 points. I said they were going to get up 14. They didn't. They gave up 0. But I was still there. 35. Juicer was on the money. Buffalo Bills. And they're going to win this game at home. They're minus 7.5 against Washington. Washington's got a good defense still. But they ain't got nobody at quarterback. That kid, he's okay. Heineke, he's all right. They scored some points against Dallas, but Dallas don't have a defense. But we're going to go with Bills. They got the defense. They're coming home. Washington's got to travel. Buffalo Bills minus 7.5. That's tough talk. That's tough. 8 points, man. I hate that. I hate when you got to get the 8 points. But we'll take the Buffalo Bills winning this game by 10 points. Okay, moving on. We got the LA Chargers that they play good. Herbert plays good. They're playing KC at home. Unfortunately, they're running into the Super Bowl champs from a couple of years ago. And the Super Bowl chance, if they don't I would have been 14. 14-2 I would have been. The kid fumbles the ball going for a winning field goal. What do you expect? What are you going to do? You know what? What are you going to do? They're going to lose the game. Patrick Mahomes wanted to win 20 in a row. He couldn't do it. But guess what? They're going to win this week, coming home, minus 7 against the LA Chargers. I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. They might win by 5, might by 4. 7 points would be kind of tough because Chargers have been playing well. They got good defense. Ecker playing good. So we're going to take KC in this game. 54.5. Let's take the over. When the Chiefs play, they score 30 points. You got to give them the over no matter what. I think Mahomes is going to come out and do something big because they lost last week. They want to impress everybody. So we're going to take KC minus 7. All right, moving on. We got Arizona Cardinals at Jacksonville. Over-under is 51.5. And the line is Arizona minus 7.5 on the road. Jacksonville, you suck. Trevor Lawrence, you think you're good? You came out of college. Played well in college. But this is the NFL, baby. This is the NFL. This ain't no bullshit at the college, flowing your hair around with your girlfriends and all that shit around there. Guess what? It's the NFL. And Urban Meyer, guess what? Wake up. This is the NFL, too. This ain't a college place. Okay? I got you. Big wins. Ohio State did all that shit. But guess what? This is the NFL, bro. NFL. Juice is ready for a coaching job. Come get me. I'm ready. Here I am. Let's go. All right. We're taking Arizona Cardinals 7.5. No matter what. Arizona. Going to win the game. Tyler Murray's incredible. The guy's flying around. I mean, they should have lost that game. Should have lost the game. But guess what? Juicer called them to win. They won the game. I made that kicker, missed the kick from Minnesota. I wested it away. That's it. Winner. Here we go. All right, moving on. We got the Jets at Denver. I'm sorry, Jets, man. You got this kid, BYU. He's an okay quarterback. But he keeps turning the ball over. What do you got, like 10 interceptions already? Probably. He's probably going to pull Winston. You know what I mean? 30-30. Who knows? Maybe he can go on the show 30-30. Who knows? Whatever. Denver's going to win this game. They're coming home. They're minus 10. The Jets are in disarray. It's 41.5. Plus, they got to go to Mile High. They're going to be gasping for air. Because I know if the Drewster went there, when I went to Colorado, I was gasping for air. Of course. All right? Denver's going to win this game. Don't know if they're going to cover the 10. If they do, it's probably going to be right on the number. So, I don't know. But we're going to take Denver at home. I don't think they cover the 10. Because once a team starts losing multiple games in a row, they get desperate. They try something. The Jets are still in professional football games. So, maybe they lose by 8. Maybe they lose by the 10. But it's going to be right around there. All right. Moving on. You got Miami at the LA Raiders. LA Raiders, big surprise, beating Pittsburgh. Carr's playing great. Got to get it out to my buddy. Team's playing well. I like it. I'm going to be at the Raider Stadium October 10th. We're going to go live. I got all kinds of guests that are going to be on the show. I got some bros. I got Green Bay Johnny. Green Bay Johnny's going to be there finally, make an appearance. I got a bunch of other guys. We're going to have a good show, a guest. I got a house out in Vegas, so we're going to do a show from there. I'm touring the stadium out there, of course. Why not? And we're going to go from there. LA Raiders, minus 4, are going to win this game with no problem, minus 4. Over under 44. Miami's in disarray. They're going to play a couple of different guys. Raiders are tough. Crosby, that kid on the defense, sacking people left and right. We're going to take down the Raiders. No doubt. Okay? If they lose, what are you going to do? But guess what? Juice is calling it a win. And that's going to be a win, no matter what. All right, moving on. We got Seattle minus 1.5 at Minnesota. Oh, I feel so bad for Minnesota. You missed the kick. Oh. Guess what? Bears are in first place over you. That's all that counts, baby. That's all that counts is the Bears in first place. So, Minnesota, you're at home. You're coming home. You played well. But guess what? You're going to be 0-3 because Seattle should have won that game last week. They were up big. Defense came down. Bobby Wagner, 20-something tackles. How do you do that in one game? The guy was everywhere. Bobby Wagner. That's all they kept saying on the broadcast. Another tackle by Bobby Wagner. And you look at the box score, 22 tackles I think the guy had. It's insane. I should have picked him in my fantasy. Calling for a trade. Anybody? Let's go. Juice is ready. All right. We're going to take Seattle minus 1.5. It's probably a field goal game, just like all the other Minnesota games. But I got to take Russell Wilson over Kirk Cousins. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I know they're on the road. Seattle doesn't play great on the road. They're not great. But it's not a game I would bet, but we're going to take Seattle minus 1.5. All right. Tampa Bay minus 1.5 against the LA Rams. LA Rams are at home. The over-under in that. Oh, the over-under in that game. I don't think I have the over-under in that game. Let me check it out. I know I've been giving you the over and unders on every game. But let's see what we got. I got to pull it up real quick. Let's see here. We have the over and under on the Dolphins-Ravens or Raider game, which I touched on, was 44. I think I said take the under on that game. We got the Seattle, Minnesota. That over is 55. Let's definitely take the under in that game. And then you got the over-under on Tampa and LA is 55.5. Their defense is better than that. I don't think their offense is going to be able to score as much. But Tampa Bay, man, they put up 44. Oh, my God. Official sponsor of Juicer's Corner. All right. We're going to take Tampa. They're minus 1.5. Super Bowl champs. You got to ride the donkey and the horse until they buck you off. You hear what I'm saying? All right. Juicer's calling Tampa Bay on the road. LA Rams. Sorry, Rams. It's just the way it's going to be. All right. Moving on to the Sunday night. The Green Bay Packers against 49ers. Aaron Rodgers going home. He's from California, Santa Clara, blah, 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 blah. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Yeah, what did you really do? You were getting your ass kicked in the first half against the Detroit Lions. Are you kidding me? You won the game. I called you. I also said you're going to score 35 points. 35-38. Didn't I call it? Yes, I did. Watch the tape. Juicer knows what's going on. I got a direct line in Green Bay. I got Green Bay Johnny. He's helping me out. We know what's happening. San Francisco's -3. They got a good running attack, passing pretty well. Jimmy G, defense. This is a tough game to call. Packers are still not playing that well. I know the defense shut down Jared Goff in Detroit in the second half, but I don't know. They had opportunities. They just didn't call the right plays. If Drewster got the play calling, it'd be over with. Packers would be 0-2 right now. But, what are you going to do? We're going to take the 49ers. I'm sorry, Green Bay Johnny, but we're taking the 49ers in this game. It's -3. It's probably going to be right there, a field goal game. It's going to be a close game. They got a little bit better defense than the Packers, I think. Their offense is playing well. I think they can move the ball. I think they really can. How to beat the Green Bay Packers? Juicer's going to call it right now. Run the ball on them. They can't do anything against the run. So that's the problem with Detroit. They didn't try running the ball in the second half. They tried throwing it. And that's caused turnovers, and that's just the way it is. So, all right, we're taking the 49ers Sunday night. All right, going on to Monday Night Football. We got Philadelphia Eagles at Dallas. The line is -3.5, right? Dallas? Let's take a look just to make sure that's correct. I wrote this shit down because I can't remember everything. 3.5. Dallas -3.5 at Eagles. 51.5 is the over and under. I like the over in this game, but I also like the Eagles. It's 3.5. It's the hook. I'll take the hook anytime. I know Dallas is on the road. I predict them to win last week. They took them down. I told you they were going to win. They did. Juicer called. That's the way it is. Monday night, but I think Philly gets a win here. I do. I really do. I think Jalen Hurts is playing well. The defense is okay. I know they lost last week. It was a tough game. They had their chances. But I think Philly, Philly prevails on the road. I'm going to take a chance. What the hell? All right. Here we go. Now we're going to go to, I'm going to give you the teaser. The teaser. This is the teaser. It could be of the year. Baltimore Ravens, Arizona Cardinals, 2-game teaser. Boom! Juicer just made you tons of money. And I mean tons of money. Dump what you got on there. That's going to win it. All they got to do is win, okay? All right, got to give a shout-out. I got some new buddies, new people watching Juicer's Corner. I want me to give them a money line parlay, so I'm going to throw out some teams for the money line. We got Baltimore, Tennessee, Bills, Arizona, Denver, and Carolina. You put them in the combination you want or take them all on a 6-game or 7-game money line parlay. Guaranteed winner. Juicer's calling it. Here you go. Week 3 is completed. Give another shout out to my Chicago White Sox, who won the division today. We're going to take the World Series this year. Juicer's calling it. Here we go. And we'll see you next week on Juicer's